So my 9-year-old said she wanted to be this thing for Halloween, and I didn't even know who that was. But I'm that DIY mom that likes to make my daughter's costumes every year, so I had to make something shake. I based my pattern off of this existing dress that had a similar style as the top that I was trying to make, transferred the measurements onto some paper, and then onto the silver fabric to make my first prototype. I went to school for fashion design, so I should know how to do proper pattern making and make a muslin and everything. If you know, you know, but I was really winging this, and I had a feeling that it wasn't quite right. Sure enough, it wasn't, so I took that and reworked it into my second version, which ended up being a lot better. During this whole process, I'm doing a lot of Googling and referencing all the images I can find of Miku to get all the details right. So I made the collared shirt with princess seams and a zipper going down the front, and then I used this fusible iron-on stitch witchery stuff to apply this rickrack. This zigzag trim is called rickrack, fun fact. And then for her tie, it was going to be better for it to be a clip-on, so I tied a knot in it and cut off the rest, which actually ended up working perfectly because I was able to use the rest of the tie and cut it apart and use that fabric to create a matching trim to go around the hem of the skirt to not only be accurate to the character, but to actually match perfectly because I couldn't find any matching ribbon or anything else that was the exact right shade of teal or turquoise, because everything comes in like a slightly different shade. So I really like the way this turned out. I used these little hair clips to create the clip-on tie, but to also make the little details on the tie, I just painted two of them black. I added some teal bias tape to the top of these black high socks that I got from Amazon. The skirt was also from Amazon, but I am making these sleeves from scratch, including the weird little technological details that are on there. I don't even know what they are, but I made my own little version using my Cricut and some adhesive vinyl. And I chose to use adhesive vinyl instead of iron-on vinyl because sometimes this pleather material can melt when you try to iron things onto it. So I thought it would be better to kind of just stick it on like a sticker. And I also thought this skirt was pretty cute, so maybe she might want to take these stickers off and wear it as a normal skirt afterwards. I added the Vocaloid detail to the shirt the same way, and I added that same teal bias tape to the end of the sleeves. Now for this hair, I had big goals and dreams for the hair, but she was going to be wearing this costume to a Halloween carnival, going on rides and stuff, so I knew I needed to do something to sort of like tame it. So I thought braids would be better, even though Miku doesn't typically wear braids, but she still has to wear this on actual Halloween night for trick-or-treating, so there's time to go back and do something else with the hair. Let me know y'all's suggestions in the comments. She is missing some of her accessories here, so this isn't like the full look. You guys will have to come back on Halloween to see it really come together.